Xin chào các bạn đã quay trở lại với channel Học Tiếng Anh Đường Phố. Ngày hôm nay thì mình cực kỳ là vui bởi có mặt hai vị khách cực kỳ đặc biệt của mình ngày hôm nay. Đây là firstly, can you guys talk to us something about you and what are you doing today for working?
I don't know, I think today was a bit easier of a day.
Yeah.
We're doing English in a minute. Because we filmed a lot the last 2 days because we did extra work for that, but yeah, English in a minute and then some of the miscellaneous conversational English-based filming.
Often we film outside, but today we film inside in the studio, so it's kind of easy for us to deal with it.
How often do you guys work with each other? Like how often? Like monthly or like depends on the project that you are working on?
It has been more than 2 years since the first time we worked with each other, 2 years, and just all throughout not every day throughout the 2 years we work, just probably like twice or 3 times a month.
Yeah, but it's seasonal too.
Yeah.
So maybe for like 4 to 6 months, but we spend maybe too much time together.
Because we have been working for so long, we know each other really well, and we look really great on screen. So
like you guys have been know each other for almost 2 years.
More than 2 years.
Yeah, more than
how
2
do you
years.
guys meet each other? Like how?
BTV7.
Yeah, BTV7.
BTV7.
Yeah,
And
BTV7.
working on the same project.
Yeah.
Like what is that? Like
Follow us,
Follow us.
English in a minute, and some projects outside BTV.
Alright, so now I want to focus on the thing that you are working on to help people in Vietnam to learn English. Because a lot of my audience, they ask me about that, like they are living in the countryside or living at a place they don't have a good partner to talk with, like with the foreigners.
Yeah.
So what is your advice? Like, do you have any advice for the people who don't have a good environment for practicing?
I'll let V start. She's Vietnamese, so you can relate more.
Yeah.
So V, you can elaborate.
Really?
Yeah, honestly, I was scared of foreigners. I didn't like talking to foreigners. I felt like I didn't have enough ability or something. So it changed when I met Dustin. We worked. At first, I was kind of shy, but then time by time we get on well with each other, and that's much better, right?
Yeah.
But for me, what I do is basically I'm doing a series of clips that teaches vocabulary to people watching my YouTube clip via songs. Yes, I translate a lot of songs into English in my own language. And
You're talented. I saw some kind of song that you are singing. Right?
No.
You know how to rap too, right?
A little bit. But I want to incorporate my passion in music, in entertainment, into what I could do is English and what I could bring to others, so that I incorporate each other. So I know
it's like your hobbies, right?
Yeah, that's right. I know that a lot of young people like me, they like listening to music. At the same time, they want to improve their English, but they hate books. They hate just sitting and listening to some teaching sections.
How do you be so confident like that way? Like how do you? Because you told me that you were kind of shy when you first started to talk with a foreigner, right? How do you practice? How do you train yourself to be that way?
I think practice makes perfect. I spent a lot of time talking to Dustin. I asked Dustin tons of questions because I don't know tons of things. I asked him continuously every single thing. But the second thing is that I'm not really that confident. I have a lot of insecurities.
Yeah.
Because
so
I
guys,
mispronounce a lot of words.
See that? Kênh, she's very professional, but now she said practicing is the key, right? She still have to ask Dustin here and the speaker a lot of things. So don't worry. Try to put more time and learn and try to practice and try to ask. So what about you? Like, what is your advice for the people?
For Vietnamese living in the countryside, because that's a bit challenging. But some of the best English speakers that I've met who are Vietnamese, a lot of them learn through YouTube, music, like even video games, like online video games where they're speaking to somebody else. It's hard in the countryside because there's not a lot of foreigners, so you may not have the opportunity. But it's kind of what I always say, it's like you need to find something that you enjoy, and then you just do it. Because if you're not having fun, you're not going to have any motivation, you're not going to want to do it. So the countryside, it's challenging to find foreigners, but you could maybe find somebody online where it's like a language exchange through Skype or FaceTime where you can actually work with them, someone who wants to learn tiếng Việt, and also for English. And you can even find foreigners living in Vietnam who want to do it, and it could be free, no money.
Yeah, people often tell me that if you want to be good at English, you have to find a boyfriend who speaks English as a native.
Yeah.
And like, no, I don't have because I have a buddy here.
Alright. Alright. Oh my God, you tell me a lot of things that I'm so curious before.
Well, actually, the first time when I filmed Follow Us, 2 years ago, I was really scared of making mistake on the screen. Yeah. So sometimes when I said something wrong and I asked them to refilm it. No, do it again, one more shot. But now here, when I film with Dustin and I tell something wrong and I just like, oh my God, I mispronounced that, Dustin, on screen, and Dustin just helped me to fix it. I feel okay with mistake now.
Oh my God, I learned a lot of things from you guys today because actually I have a foreign friend too. But any single time when I put the record on and I do the video, I was so shy and always trying to think about the mistake that I make. And I always worry about someone will judge me online and say, oh, that guy made a lot of mistakes in English and he's still making video in English for the people. Like, because I was born in the countryside and when I get a chance to come to the city, I think about that a lot. I try to film some kind of conversational that I make with the tourists, like about the way they learn, what should I ask? I ask them a lot, something about their hobby, or sometimes it is about maybe about the way that they travel, what kind of benefit, because the people want to know that well. So I want to show the conversation that I make outside and try to show that for the people, and also that I want to show the journey that I'm not an English expert, to be honest. I don't need a student because I'm not good at that. But I just want to show my journey. Like, hey, I'm that guy. I try to practice a lot, so I can improve. You can look from my first video that I make on YouTube. I speak English. It was so bad, but right, it's improved day by day. So I want to show that for my audience when they watch my video again.
Justin is really good at Vietnamese now. Actually.
It depends. You know, it depends on the conversation. But actually, one thing I want to give your audience, I want to give you some credit as well, because I just mentioned before you started filming, I spoke some Tiếng Việt in my YouTube video. And it's so difficult to speak another language on a camera, you guys.
That's why.
So I have to give him a lot of credit. I've not put myself in your shoes, and then I do that recently, and I'm like, wow, that is so difficult.
I have been receiving a lot of comments about my ability to speak English. I feel it's fine. But what holds the most important thing here is that I think how we could use English to apply into our daily life, to use it. And it's just a tool. It's not a subject or it's not an art that we have to master. It's just how we use it effectively.
I mean, that it depends on the field. Like, I'm a YouTuber. I am not a teacher. So you can judge my English freely. I don't care. Okay, thank you guys so much. I think that is enough for our interview today. Thank you guys so much for having me.
Oh, one more thing.
Oh my God, okay.
Just one more thing.
Okay.
Could I tell something about my video on YouTube?
What?
Alright.
So
time for a sponsor.
Thank you so much for having me, Mr. Dang. Guys, Dustin is having a YouTube channel about his hobby. So subscribe to him.
Do you even know the name, V?
Vietnamese Dustin. Tell something about my YouTube channel so that
I think Can be official, right?
Yeah, Can be official.
I only
I will put the link in the description below here. So if you want to see more funny thing from Dustin, and you want to see more professional thing, interesting thing, songs.
Mine's more interesting than yours. Oh my! Oh,
subscribe, and we're gonna see you guys in the next video.
Take care, you guys. Tạm biệt. Bye bye.